Hello everyone, my name is Arshu and welcome back to English. Today we are going to talk about S rule. Okay, before this, let me tell you that it is quite late for the second video cause I was busy and from that busy schedule I couldn't get that much time to spend on my channel. But as it is for practice, so we must do it or because we have to continue it and we are continuing it with our S rule. That is our today's topic. So what is S rule? S rule is basically an agreement between subject and verb. So whatever we speak in sentences, and in sentences we must include two words. First is subject and second is verb. And if we want to get a meaningful sentence, then we must make an agreement between subject and verb. So before this, we want to know what is subject and what is verb. So let's know about subject. In English, there are two kinds of subjects. First is singular and second is plural. It has been defined as number, singular number and plural number. So we know he, she, it or any singular name, these are singular subjects. I, we, you, they or any plural name, they are known as plural subjects. So we knew the subjects. Okay, what is the subject? So subject is the person, or not actually person, not thing. It is an entity. Subject is an entity that works, that does something. So doer, you may say doer is the subject. Let's talk about verbs. So in verbs, we are going to know according to our tenses. We know present tense, past tense, future tense. So let's know what are the verbs that we find in present tense. So these are do and does, is, am, are, has, have, been, have been, read, reads, go and goes. I have typed these verbs because of present indefinite tense. We will know further about this. So let's see what are the verbs in past tense. We find did, was, were, had been, had. In future we find will, shall, shall. Nowadays we are not using shall, actually it has been vanished, but there are some situations where it is must to use shall. So if you are not using shall, because we are learning just simple English, and for simple English we are not going in deep, we will be using will only. So will be, will have and will have been, these are the verbs that we find in future tense. We knew the subject, we knew the verb. Let's try to make the agreement, or the trick how to make the agreement. That is S rule actually. So can you see this yes, which is in red actually? Why is it in red? Because you can see some words like has been, or does, or is, or reads, or goes. These words also have the letter S at the end of it, and that is red. Why? Because we have to match this word or this letter actually. Singular, this is the word that has S letter in starting, or you may say in it. Does also has S letter in it, is also, has been, reads, goes and was as well. So these are the words that has S in it. They include yes in it. They contains yes. And singular also contains yes. So we have to make them, on right path, we have to match them actually. Okay, you can see the second category, that is for blue color, that is plural. So you will find these are the verbs like have, go, read, you will find have, go, read, are, have, do, have been and were. So these are the helping verbs that will be used with only plural subject. What is plural subject? These are more than one. Okay, let's have a look for both. There are some verbs that can be used with any kind of subject like plural or singular. We have had been, did, had and will or shall, will be, will have and will have been. Apart from this we have am as well, but we will be talking more about this word am. Okay, so we have to just basically know that we have to use these kinds of helping verbs like does, is, has been, reads, goes with singular subjects. So let's move ahead and know about in easy way. So we have to match them actually. The word singular contains yes, and the helping verbs that contains s in it like does, is, has been, was will be used with singular subjects because singular contains s and these helping verbs are also containing s. We have to match them actually like this. Apart from this, we can see the plural subjects and plural verb. These helping verbs will be used with plural subjects only. And these helping verbs like did, had been, will be, will have and will have been. It can be used with any kind of subjects like with plural or with singular. Okay, so S rule is basically about this one only. But as we shouldn't be confused, then we talked about plural subject, plural verbs and the verbs which can be used for singular as well as for plural. Okay, so let's see what is next. There is a rule. Whenever we try to make a sentence where we have to use this subject I and we have to choose the helping verb from the category of present simple or present continuous where we find is, am, are. So what do we have to choose? We have to choose only and only am because this is the rule that am is fixed. Am is fixed for I or I is fixed for am. So this is the first rule of the yes rule. And second, in case of was and were, if our subject is I and we have to find a helping verb from the category of past simple or past continuous, we will select was. Here, I is supposed to be singular. And in present simple and present continuous, I is totally different from others. It has its own helping verb that is am. So we don't have to be confused. There are only three rules. First is yes helping verbs. I mean the helping verbs that contain s will be used with singular subjects. Am will be used with I only, and in past simple and past continuous I is supposed to be a singular subject that will be used with was. Let's see some examples. Here I am a student and I am learning English. So it is present simple and present continuous. I have used am with I and am with I in both of these sentences. Let's talk about past. I was a student and I was learning English. So here I is, it looks like a singular subject because it has been used with was. So in past simple and past continuous, I is supposed to be a singular subject, and in present simple and present continuous, I is supposed to be different from others. It has its own helping verb that is am. Okay, so let's move ahead and try to solve this question actually. So what is here? He dash writing a letter. Which helping verb can be used here? Is, am and are. So first of all, we have to find out the number of this subject. So we know that he is a singular subject. So we must use the verb, that should be singular. So we know that singular subject, singular contains s in starting like singular. Okay, so we got s and we have to use such helping verb that contains s. Am is not containing s, are doesn't. So what we have to use? We have to use s because it includes yes at the end of this word is. You can see yes. So we have to match them actually. He is also singular and this is also a singular helping verb. And this question, not actually question, this dash will be changed into is. So our sentence will be he is writing a letter. Okay, we got one more question, not actually question. You dash standing over there. So you was standing over there or you were standing over there. So what we have to do, what is the number of the subject? You. We know that it is a plural subject. So we have to find out the plural helping verb, that is verb, because was is containing yes, and it can be used with only and only singular subject, because singular also contains yes, singular sa. So there is a yes. Okay, so let's move ahead and try to solve third. So what is third? They dash done a great job. So what do we have to use, have or has? We know that they is a plural subject. First of all, we have to find out the number of this subject. So it is plural. So if they is plural, we have to use plural helping verb, that is have, because has is containing yes. If has includes yes in it, so it will be used with singular, not with plural. And are they is the subject, that is plural, and we have to use have only. So our sentence will be, they have done a great job. Okay, so let's talk about the fourth one. At that time, I dash confused. I was confused or I were confused. So it is simple tense. It is being talked about past, and in past we know that if it is past simple or past continuous, I is supposed to be singular subject. So in singular we got s, and s will be used with s. So we have to use was, and it will be at that time I was confused. So we tried to solve these 3-4 questions. Okay, I have something for you as well. You have to do it in comment section. What you have to do, you have to change this dash into helping verb, and you have to select only one. So we dash going to watch a movie. TikTok dash been banned in India. I dash were not in my childhood. What dash you're doing there? So you have to select a helping verb from here, and you have to put the full sentence in comment section. Let's see who can do this. I will be taking his or her name in next video. So it was all for today. Thank you so much for watching me, and I want your feedback on my video or the way I speak. So what you have to do, first you have to do this assignment, and apart from this, if you can share feedback for me, or if you find any mistake, you can make me noticed in the comment section. Thank you so much again.